Hello everyone and welcome to the map Site Delta and welcome to the July Viewer Challenge. Joining me here in the upper left corner, the Red Protoss player for map number 1. It is... what Nabe? Nabe? What wanna be? I don't know. Red Protoss. In the other corner, the blue Terran, the blue SCVs here. A talkative type, apparently. It is Backstabber. Both of you very creative with your names, I will say. Intriguing prospect so far. Including the Forge, the Cannon Rush. Alarak, quick! The viewer challenge before this heats up.
Do not waste my time.
Very well. As the cannons go down, I will try to briefly explain. Blood sacrifice was the theme of this month. I tasked my viewers to offer their forces, their buildings up to the various blood gods that many probably adhere themselves to. I don't believe we've actually had any yet, which, you know, I'm gonna say, well, we'll be lenient, okay? It's a very demanding task, I know. Both playing StarCraft and upholding your religious beliefs, very difficult, very complicated, I'm sure. Especially when cannons are on the front door. So we're gonna have to, just kind of lose everything. Are we offering the supply depots? I'm gonna guess offering the supply depots, because none of those were canceled. Oh, the Marine. Probably not a good idea to offer up your only Marine to the Blood Gods as a sacrifice, but I will say that would net you a bonus point, because that's commitment, okay? The rich man who gives 10% will get far less than the poor man who gives all that he has, okay? Absolutely. What are you trash talking for? That's what you get for no GLHF. Well, that's one Marine. That's two. There we go. I know I said that in the challenge you had to kill your own units, and that was my goal, of course, but I have to recognize that the various blood gods surely do not discriminate. They will accept any and all blood, whether it's A, B, O negative, or Marine flavored, okay? It's probably all fine. I'm gonna guess that's what you're doing. Because walking a Marine down the ramp... I'm gonna guess this individual, if it is the Terran, of course, I'm gonna guess it's the Terran, because the Protoss so far has really only offered up a probe. I'm gonna guess it's the Terran. I'm gonna say that they interpreted the task as just having units die without purpose, you know, just kind of offering them up, free sacrifices, gifts to your opponent, if you will. Why not? I'm gonna say that was the interpretation. Well, I think that confirms it. The Terran. Blood gods like you very much. Yeah, okay. In case I wasn't sure yet. Making it easy for me. Thank you. The cannon rush is held. The cannons are dealt with. How is the Protoss transitioning behind all this? Of course, you know, step number 1 is cannons across the other side of the map. Step number 2, cannons at home. Obviously. Step number 3, usually we get a little flexible here. It could either be what it should be, like an expansion, yeah, Blink Stalkers. Could also be Dark Templar, Void Rays. Why not? Porcane no have it all, I say. Absolutely fine. The Terran, feeling victorious after this defense, is going to slap down an engineering bay at the top of the ramp. Excellent choice. Standard. What? We have a victor. How many was that? Wait. How many was it total? There's 4 here. It was definitely more than 4, though. 7? We had 7 here? Ooh. Yeah, okay. The DT Rush. Trash talk, of course. Oh, yeah. 7 Marines enter the pit. Enter the arena. Only one of them gets to walk out. Well, I'm gonna say 6 Marines were just handily offered up as sacrifices, so that's going to net them a solid 6 minutes before the blood gods get unhappy again. Why not? These Marines, not too good. Not doing too good going up that ramp. Usually Terrans are at the top of the ramp. He says, I don't know how to deal with this. I'm usually the one at the top of the ramp where it's easy. Totally fine. They appear to be just going for Marines. No stim, no shields. Just a bunch of Marines. Why not? We'll get +1 from that top of the ramp engineering bay. Absolutely fabulous. We've got the bingo base, the hidden expansion, of course. Actually becoming an orbital, though. That's impressive, intriguing. Observer moving across. What is the Protoss even up to? They're going for a Robo Bay, which actually is a fantastic choice against somebody who is going for, so far, just Marines. If you're able to identify that, you say, my opponent's being really strange, really weird. Get some Thermal Lance Colossi here. The issue's getting there, of course. It'd be really nice if we had Adepts. I hear you that, Stalkers are fun from our 1-gate way. Yeah. We really could probably use 2-gate Robo. I saw that. 2-gate Robo Adept into Colossi. That would be a fantastic choice. Especially when my opponent has decided to take time away from the careful activity of destroying my base to dance at me. Very good. The plan is there. It's Thermal Lance Colossi. The hope is just surviving long enough to get there. We're going to get a battery at the top of the ramp. Stalkers holding the high ground. It's over, Marinekin Skywalker. One of the Stalkers goes kaput, but they will absolutely tear the Marines apart, which should be plenty of time to get that Colossus up. Maybe even get Thermal Lance done. Fantastic. We're going to need more. We need the blood gods. They will require more sacrifice to appease themselves and have this match go your way, young Terran. Make sure you give the proper respect. Anybody here? Man enough to volunteer? Will you all be voluntold? If the blood gods are watching, they're able to snatch a few of these, that would be plenty. However, I can't guarantee that they actually did, because, the Protoss deal a lot of damage, a lot of heavy hitters, so they could have easily dispatched those Marines before the blood gods actually took what is owed to them. Oh yeah, that'll get them. 3 Marines at a time up against 2 Stalkers, 1 Colossus, and an Immortal. Is like a campaign mission. Okay, just sending Marines in waves. The turret will complete dispatch the rather well-placed observer, actually, just not well taken care of. Well cared for. What do you think is going through this Protoss's mind right now? I know it's difficult. I'm gonna say we're trying to get into the mind of a Protoss player. Dangerous territory, I'm sure. Oh, they actually switched the Colossus onto the Marines instead of the missile turret. That's fantastic. Excellent. Okay. They're thinking, wow, I just kind of annihilated my opponent's Marine army here. Go after some SCVs. The boys pulled. Gonna get the Stalker. Oh yeah, they get the Stalker. They go for the Colossus too. Bust out your shivs. Get your knives. The SCVs chasing a Colossus out of the base. Get out of my mineral line. Oh, the SCVs will fall. The Marines quickly dispatched behind them. The Colossus with 33 kills. 33 kill Colossus here. With the observer showing up, we know what button was pressed. That command center took a little bit of a beating. Where some Marines failed, more Marines shall surely succeed. We haven't had any major offerings yet. I'm gonna say the Terran still interpreting it as just offering units over to the Protoss as free kills, perhaps, because that's the only reason you would be making Reapers at the 10-minute mark. What? So that you can speed them along their way to the Blood Gods? Maybe. I like the logic. I like the idea here. 2 Colossi are going to annihilate these Marines. Oh my gosh. They're not even focusing fire. The Cyclones will actually get one of them. Might get the second one. No, just barely not. Alright. Is this the same one? No, the first one died. This is the second Colossus. Alright. The SCV's pulled yet again. Cyclone chasing down the Colossus will actually get it. The SCV did not get the kill, but we're going to believe that he did. Reaper. So close. Look, he's low health. Just offer him up. Right here. We've got a bunch of Reapers here. What are the Reapers even for? They better be offerings. Because if they're not, and you're out here making Reapers at the 10-minute mark, it's the Protoss. We're gonna have to have a conversation, backstabber. Okay. On the other side, what has the Protoss been up to? They had drastic success, however, are somehow at even less workers than the Terran. They killed 15 workers, and they're still behind by 10. That's a scary premise. We have elected to go with the non-warp gate route of playing Protoss, which, you know, it's going to feel a little Brood War-esque. The Reapers do make their way up here into the main base. They go after the probes. We'll absolutely get some damage. May Byun guide me through this mineral line. Jump down. The probe. Oh god, the Colossus defense. How often do you get to see a Colossus defend against Reapers? Get a few more probes on their way out. I don't think I can actually go that way. Yeah, they can't. The only way they're going out is by body bag. No, there will be no way home from here. Offered up, we'll say. The various deities all snatch and say thank you very much for your offering. With Reapers too, they have the jetpack. It was technically a burnt offering, which is I've heard even better. I think I read about that in a book somewhere. Marines will absolutely shred these Stalkers. The one Colossus may not be able to do very much even. There's a lot of Marines. No stim, no shields, but full of confidence. They will gun down that Colossus and keep on moving. What's our defense going to look like? The no warp gate, the no production really is just a bit of a hamstring at this point. Things are not going very well. We don't have enough money really either, so the Marine's going to get up here. There's 2 batteries holding the ground though. And when they focus fire, it will be enough. With no GG, the Protoss taps out backstabber. Not quite going for a stab in the back, but definitely going for that win. I'm gonna say a lenient acceptance. I saw we had the opportunity. Of course, you did sacrifice your own units. You did appease me for a bit of time there. But did you appease the Blood Gods? I will let the viewers decide. Onwards to the next match. For the second match of the day, we find ourselves on the map Ghost River. In the upper left corner here, the Red Terran not quite saying hi, but I have no doubt, they said GLHF at the start, it is Skiemk. And the Terran, the other Terran I should say. In the upper right corner, the blue SCVs, it is Kalard, who's also throwing out the high, which means, yep, you know it, guys. Anybody starts chatting it up, getting fancy here, typing, having a conversation, you know something's coming. Alright, Skiemk, the Red Terran here. Will they suspect? Will they know? Will they even scout? Will they offer up any units? I can hope. I wonder. I don't believe anybody's done anything yet. SCV number 1 offered up, and by his own hand, the blood gods accept these offerings. Fabulous. Thank you very much. Oh dear, that's an engineering bay. For the barracks? What is this? What am I looking at? A reactor racks float rush? What are you gonna hit them with Marines? They are getting some gas. It could be Reapers, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll let the game unfold a bit here. Scamp getting a Reaper of their own. The barracks, yeah, slightly off. Nobody plans ahead like that. That's okay. Reactor on the way. Reaper is being made here. This reactor about to finish up, and they're gonna from proxy to proxy. Let's get a command center. Very nice. Scamp's Red Reaper is gonna make it into the main base here. I'm waiting to see. They're making Marines. Oh, good lord. Now, you jumped up in here, presumably, and didn't scout the ramp. You have no idea what your opponent's doing. You see no orbital. Alright, we get over here, we see no barracks. Red alarms. Alarms should be going off. I've seen no racks. I've killed 2 SCVs. Back at home, we're doing nothing. No, instead we're microing Reaper. Getting all that damage. A juicy damage. Oh yeah. Target firing him down. Look at you. Reaper. Oh, Byun would be so proud. We're offering up our opponent's units to the Byun god. Really, you type. Is this not karma? The Marines. Oh god, they're not being controlled. Oh, they're gonna get surrounded. Take out a few SCVs. Hey, he offered up his own SCV. Very nice. The trend continues. SCV's the unit of choice for this Red Terran, it seems. Offering up. Now, was that 6 kills? Yeah. So, they've had 6 kills, and I've counted 3 sacrifices. Fantastic. Very nice. Did you lose the Reaper? You lost the Reaper. Probably, yep, to the main base planetary, which is just going to set the tone for the rest of the game, I think. Over here, not a planetary yet, could be better. Marines, we're too busy microing on move commands, which means blue is going to reign supreme in this battle. We're going to have to pull the SCVs again. Oh god. Some of these SCVs are really low, too. Not going through any repairs, despite having almost 1,000 minerals in the bank. Trying to get the double bunker. The proxy marine production continuing. Yeah, could get this. Get a little bit of damage done. I'm gonna hide in the bunker. Okay. I like where this is going so far. We've definitely had enough sacrifices. I'm happy. I'm intrigued. I think they were trying to repair. It didn't look like an attack. Oh, well, the blue Terran here is going to help them out. Help get these SCVs even lower. Make them even juicier targets, perhaps. Red will win that battle. Getting that first shot against the other Marines makes all the difference. So that was an ambitious bunker. Yeah. Not going to work out. Alright. Well, more Marines. Where some Marines failed. We're just watching 2 Marines beat up 2 Marines over again. Oh, the micro pulling back injured Marines. Look at you. Just doing this. Oh god, whoever actually does something that isn't controlling Marines is gonna win the game. I will say. I think you just offered up a Marine, sort of. Yeah, that's about right. We could make, you know, another barracks, a factory, anything. No? Nothing? We're gonna keep on going. Okay. The bunker will finally complete. The Marines should be able to get in. Oh yeah, they'll get there. Pick off one of the Marines, 1 1/4 of the Marines. SCVs pulled off once again, having to go through the arduous task of carrying the battle. The bunker, doing good work. Get 2 more Marines in there. This should be all cleaned up. Oh, he canceled it. Get out. Chase it down. Did you see where this was going? Did you notice it didn't go straight home? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, finally a factory. Something that isn't just a Marine. 6.5 minutes. The proxy floated barracks. I had the planetary selected this whole time. The main base planetary, might I add. A good old proxy racks engineering bay planetary build. Yeah, you guys have been doing it all wrong. My word, people. Alright, they both have expansions. Some of them have orbitals. And some of them have no orbitals, which is gonna tell a story. Really? Does this work? God, I think this works. I remember this happening in a pro game once. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it works. It does. Now's when you say thank you for the add-on. Did not destroy the reactor, instead annexed the reactor. Thank you very much for this salvage. This is legitimate salvage here. I get a free reactor. TVT things. TVT shenanigans. This base, severe lack of planetary on that command center, might I add. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. Back at home, they both have graduated to making things that are not, starting with the letter M. Siege tanks in the production tab. Barracks landing. This is a 3rd CC going up at the top of the ramp. 3rd for the Red Terran being landed over here. We good? Everybody fine? I haven't seen any sacrifices in a while, and I'm gonna say probably fine. This Terran, they had to deal with a lot, okay? And they made sure to even do a sacrifice mid-defense. So I'm impressed. I'm intrigued. Today is a day of leniency, I suppose. The Blood Gods, you see, the thing is with them, they've been around forever, okay? They will continue to be around forever. So they're fine. They are nothing if not patient. They will wait for your next match where you offer up the sacrifices, the offerings to them. They care not if you are completely studious, religious adherents to this. Just don't forget them, okay? Make sure you remember them going into your next match. Maybe you pick off just 1 or 2 SCVs, 1 or 2 Marines in your day. That way, they stay happy, you stay winning. Make sure you get up into, whatever league you're trying to get into. Probably Platinum or Diamond. Oh yeah. Finally. It took 9.5 minutes. I know not really 9.5 minutes, because this base hasn't been around that long. But finally, this command center, no longer naked, will have a planetary fortress on its head. Whatever they're called, the twin, IBIK cannons, I want to say, from the campaign. Show my true StarCraft nerd title here. I can't see the attack because of the replay overlay, but we'll give it a shot. We got a Wings of Liberty style tank drop coming out here. 2 tanks, 2 medevacs, and a few Marines. You got stim? No. Nobody's getting stim. Nobody's getting shields. Nothing today. Ooh. Drop them out. Double siege tank there. Sieged up for the Blue Terran. It's going to make this pretty quick. Yeah. Landed Vikings even able to help out. Wow. Dang. Shut that down. You didn't even make it to the planetary fortress, the final boss of the base. Okay. Couldn't even get past the initial defenders here. We're getting Cloak and Ravens at the same time. You heard me. Getting Banshee, Cloak, and Ravens. A scan. The gun the scan wars have. Scans go out across the map. We'll find this planetary fortress. Make sure you bring a siege tank. Because Marines don't do particularly well in low numbers. Okay, they do have one siege tank here. Just make sure you have the Marines, I guess, to protect them. Because Kaelard here, the Blue Terran, they seem like the kind of player that would pull the SCVs. That's a little far from the planetary, but I suppose it's a good starting point. Now, what is the standing army here? Blue has elected to build only Marines for the first 7 minutes, and then never build Marines again. So we're going with Viking Raven at this point, and again Banshee Cloak for said Vikings and Ravens. See the planetary. That panic back up, the back pedal there, that had to be, oh god, that's a planetary. Oh, Raven here, what's it gonna be? One auto turret? Is anything even going to be cast? Quick, anti-armor missile. Auto turret goes down, auto turret destroyed just as quickly. SCVs, not quite sure which end of the drill goes where for the repairs here. Target the SCVs. Oh, well, the blue's just going to evacuate the area, so the SCVs just abandoning that planetary fortress will be destroyed. And so the crawl begins. This base dealt with. We will leave a missile turret and a refinery as a reminder for those foolish enough to build upon this sacred ground. We're taking this area for the various blood gods, of course. It's a lot of Marines, Batman. 38 Marines. Alright, well, production's been looking fine. Getting extra barracks, extra things. We're macroing up as we move forward. What's the standing army for blue, though? Oh, this Banshee. It does have cloak. Just 9 Vikings. Not full health, though, and not even landed. I think this is gonna go about how it looks like. Planetary fortress hard countered by Terran units. What is this BS? I'm sure some would say the Vikings gonna land on deck, focused on one of the siege tanks, get another half of a siege tank before they are all dealt with. All destroyed. And it just ends. Very good. Excellent work, both of you. Both submitters today. Thank you, of course, for your attempted adherence to the challenge. I quite enjoyed seeing the effort put out. Both I, and I'm sure the various blood-related deities are pleased with your efforts. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day.